going on, guys? Another episode of Talking Sobriety with Colin Morrison. I think I'm a little bit late. I've been so busy doing positive stuff, and it's so crazy. Like I always tell you guys, like once you get sober, things just happen. It's crazy, and I just gotta stress the fact because sometimes when I hear myself talk, I feel like this is more of a commercial, and that I'm getting paid to do this. Truly not. I even look at like the subscribers, there's not that many, but it's crazy. Like I was just in Arizona, Anaheim, doing my Supercross team, and there are so many people, you guys probably watching, that come up to me and actually watch this. And you guys tell me that, I've heard a lot of people, they're trying to get sober and this motivates them. And dude, the feeling I get when I hear that this is actually working, and like I said, if it's working for one person out there, I will continue doing it. I feel bad that I've been kind of slacking on trying to get more guests on here, and maybe write me what you guys want to see. I still need to, submit you guys questions and read off some of your questions. Things have just been going so crazy and busy, and I just gotta say again, I'm nobody special. I rode motorcycles, wasn't that good, never got a gold medal, pretty much partied my whole way, Feel like I'm more of just a normal guy. And, so everything I'm talking about, you guys can have all this. I'm nobody special, nobody gave me any of this. Like I told you, again, out of rehab, a lot of people, you got these big egos. I had a huge ego. I was getting paid to sign autographs, travel the world, ride a dirt bike, which really is not, you could look at it like a job. You could, sorry, I thought the camera was glitching. Thought I had to start over. I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I ain't gonna edit. A little bit awkward right now, I get it. You could look at it, dirt bike riding like a job. I never really did. Had a huge ego. Where am I going with this? Yeah, had a huge ego. When I got out of rehab, dropped the ego all the way. I had to borrow my friend's mountain bike because when I tell you this, I truly mean it. I only had about 4 t-shirts to my name, a couple pair of clothes. My dad got me the essentials, but I had nothing. I had to borrow my friend's mountain bike. My girlfriend at the time, which is my now wife, she would drive me to my friend Mike Labar's, my partner in SMBG clothing. I would stay at his mother's house because that's where he was living at the time. I would ride his mountain bike about 4 miles away. Super cold in the morning, sometimes freezing, 6 in the morning. I would go print t-shirts and I would make like $13 an hour. And I did that 8 hours a day for almost a year with a smile on my face. I never thought about, dude, I'm better than this. Who I am, I can't. No, you just drop the ego. I'm sober. Shit could be way worse. The times when you're fiending the next shot of heroin, opiates, all that stuff. The feeling you have when you're running out of drugs, and it's like better than Christmas when you get your next sack and you get high again. And then when you're sober and you look back at that, how crazy that is. But I didn't have that anymore. So I went to work every day, working a shitty job with a smile on my face. People noticed that. People saw me doing that. Other things. I had offers from here. What I'm trying to say is, don't feel bad when you come out of rehab and you lost it all. Work hard to get it all back. Put your tail between your legs, keep your chin high, chest out, and do what you gotta do. Even if you were CEO at a company and you're back down at the bottom, do it. People are gonna see that, and you'll get your shit back. And I tell people a lot, I think if you're newly in recovery, I say for me, I threw it all on the line. Obviously, I'm doing this YouTube show telling you guys I used to pass out at Target, getting kicked out from sucking off dust off. I've passed out in my truck, almost ODing, and I ran into 7 cars, almost killing innocent people. I put it out there. But my recovery and my power and my willingness to try and give back and trying to help others, people forget about the bad times. So for me, I would say if you're newly in recovery, be 100% open with it. And you'll see how many people really have addictions and how many people really have issues they're dealing with. They just don't want to be open about it. So watch, if you're open about it and say, I'm 30 days in recovery from heroin, you know, but I'm doing everything I can to be a good person and change my life around. You will not believe the respect you will get. People don't think about the old times, so be open with it. That's my way of thinking. I didn't go to school for this. I'm just telling you guys what I feel. And you'd be amazed, you know, just get out there, try and help people. Be opposite of what you were, you know. All this stuff, I know if you're probably loaded right now watching this, trying to get a little bit of hope, you look, you're like, fuck this guy. Like, dude, I get it, but it's true. Another thing, I'm gonna make this one kind of quick. 6 years sober. Last Thursday, 6 years. The feeling, crazy. I look back and, you know, if people told me back then who I was today, even doing this YouTube show, you know, this YouTube, whatever you want to call it, no way I would spit on them and laugh at them. There's no way I would ever have thought I would be in this position, having a supercross team, businesses, money, all this materialistic stuff. I'm happy every single day, all because I make sobriety number one. That is it. Nothing else to it. It's crazy. That's it. So 6 years sober. Things have been hectic. Anaheim Supercross a couple weeks ago. I was in Arizona last week, going to Oakland Supercross, being the team owner, team manager. It's a lot of work. And right after this, I'm heading up to, I forget where, the high desert. I'm shooting a nationwide commercial for Cycle Gear. It's going to be on like 20 channels for a year. They picked one dirt bike rider. They picked me. I don't know. It was one of those blessings in recovery. I have no idea, but I'm staying busy. That's the biggest thing. And I was thinking about this the other day when I was driving home. You know, maybe I'm so addicted to like doing positive stuff and being around friends, being around family, my wife, being around people. I think because when you're in addiction, you guys know what I feel like, you're alone. Like I remember like every night I always never forget the times where I was just alone. It was just me, my drugs, my tinfoil, heroin, my straw. That was it. And of course, Lenny. He saved my life, my dog. But that was it. I just shut myself in a room for, I think I went for like 2 years right before I went to rehab. I didn't want to be with nobody. Now, like when you're sober, like just getting out and doing all this positive stuff, like it's life. That's all it is. It's life, just doing like anything. And I tell people, you're newly in recovery, find something you like. I don't care if it's drawing on cactuses in the middle of fucking desert. It doesn't matter. Find something you like. I found running for me. It's positive, gets the blood flowing. You get a little high after, but like your endorphins, whatever it is, you feel good. You know, I got into running, got into just little stuff. It doesn't matter. Find something you like to do and stick with it. Stay positive, get out there, go to meetings, talk to people, stay positive, keep your head up. I know when you're right out of rehab, you probably lost everything. There's a lot of amends you got to do, a lot of bills, court cases. Check one of them off at a time. Don't let it overwhelm you. When I got out of rehab, I owed, I think, 10 grand. I just slowly chipped away, and now I have no debt. I made all my amends. Very overwhelming out of rehab, but you can do it. Just take it easy and go to bed, and never forget the times when you were in jail, when you ran out of drugs and you couldn't get high. Think about those feelings. Think about all the fucked up things you did to your family, and think it's all over if you can just stay sober for today. You won't have to deal with that ever again. So kind of all over the place on this episode. Thank you guys so much. Reach out to me. I try and get back to everybody. I'm really busy. Like I said, you guys got to stay busy too. Get sober, and life is out there, and anything is possible. So I will try and get back to you guys. But thank you guys so much. I read every single comment, and see you guys next week. I think I have something in store, so it'll be a good show next week. All right, thank you guys very much.